Here are two things photographers should not be focusing on, especially when they're just starting out. So number two is adopting perfection in every single photo. If you're just going through my own account, if you go down the bottom, you'll see my photos are absolutely horrendous. I did not adopt perfection, I was just starting to learn. So literally, with my own editing style and all sorts, I was very bad. But the photo itself was actually quite decent, and I've actually looked through this, and I've actually done a few reactions towards as well. But anyways, with the adopting perfection part, you need to just really dial down into learning about how to actually operate the camera, operate the settings of it, how to operate, the exposure triangle. So what's the exposure triangle? That is aperture, ISO, and shutter speed. So it's like the three things that you need to learn about. So I'll just show you like a little thing actually. So if you can see it, so you got manual mode there, you got the shutter speed there, you got the aperture there, which is the f-stop. And then the ISO is obviously the thing that's pointing out towards ISO. So I'm just gonna give you a little demonstration. And also this camera is the Canon 1300D if you are interested. This is actually a very good beginner camera that I started out using a couple of years ago. Anyways, back to the adopting perfection part. Adopting perfection part, you don't need to be focusing on if you're just completely starting it. You usually need to just learn how to use the camera properly, learning about how to actually, take photos, how to use these angles, techniques, stuff like that, all these fancy things. But one thing I really recommend doing is just using manual mode or auto mode. But if you completely just start it, auto mode is completely great, and then eventually start using auto mode just slowly of how to actually operate, settings, stuff like that. But that is, one of the things I really suggest to just not be focusing on adopting perfection, because then you're gonna get angry, you're gonna get frustrated, you're gonna go, why is my photo, perfect, stuff like that. The photo doesn't have to be perfect. You just need to learn how to actually, do the rule of thirds, whatever you want on your photo. You need to just learn what you want on your photo, what you like to take on your photo, what type of style of photo do you like, what type of editing style do you want from the photo, like for example, like making it from a movie, making it dramatic, making it, very dark, making it very bright, colorful, whatever it is. Learn about your own style, learn about how to actually operate the camera, and then eventually you can actually adopt perfection within your own photo once you get more experience by just taking a lot of fucking photos. Number one, ignoring all feedback and being complacent. So you're just being comfortable with yourself. You go like, my photos are all pretty good actually, I love this today. And so with this as well, if you're ignoring all feedback, you are completely you're making yourself go into the gutter. You're not making any room for yourself to improve. You think you're the best, you're thinking you're this and that. Drop the ego and go like, okay, what can I actually improve on? What can I, because there's always something to improve on. For me, there's always something to improve on. Sometimes I don't like the style of editing I like to do. Sometimes I don't really like to get feedback, of course, but the thing is, I have to get feedback, otherwise there's no way for me to improve. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get better with my own photos, I'm not gonna get better with my own way of business and shit like that, because I'm still learning about business and stuff like that as well. So that's why I'm just getting all feedback and going like, okay, why didn't you actually want to work with me? Why didn't you do that? Just keep asking questions. That's one thing you do. If you keep on ignoring feedback, then you're just gonna be complacent, and guess what? You're just gonna move like this, very, very slowly. Instead of going upwards, you're just gonna go like that. And if you think feedback will not make a difference, then your mindset is completely not very good. I'm not gonna say shit, but utterly, you need to just rethink and go like, well, feedback will actually be pretty good. So that's two things all photographers should not be focusing on at all. So that is adopting perfection in every single photo. When you're just starting out, I wouldn't recommend doing that. And number two, ignoring all feedback and being complacent. Because if you're just ignoring everything, you're just gonna go blah blah blah, don't care, see you later. And then you're not giving yourself a reason to really improve yourself or even your own business. So, like and subscribe for more. And yeah, one thing I'll put in the description is probably this camera. If you're just starting out, this is a very good camera. Obviously, it doesn't have the flipping out screen as this camera, which is the R7. This is a very good camera, very complacent, very good in general for beginners to learn about photography if you're just taking photos with your phone. So, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.